a great honor and privilege to host Ruda Landman here in our studios. And I'm having so much fun with you here. I never thought it in the morning, but it's been an absolute roar. And of course, you can catch Ruda on Sundays at 4:30 on SABC3s with The Guardians. That's the show that she hosts, with repeats on Wednesdays at 3:15.
Yeah, 15.
Tell me a bit about the show for those of us at home that haven't watched it yet. What is it about and how did you get involved in it?
It is such a nice show. It really is. It's a feel-good, well-made, good television. It's, you know, it has all the elements. It's a competition for people in the emergency services.
Yes.
They are the guardians. Yes. So it's firefighters, paramedics, rescue swimmers, pilots, crew, etc. And they are nominated for something that they did in the past year.
Yes.
So it's all about acts of heroism and saving lives, etc., etc. And it's fantastic.
Yeah. And as I understand, in this year, 8 finalists have been selected in the 2013 Guardians project, and they'll be profiled in a 7-week documentary, which of course is the series. So what have been some of the stories that have really inspired you as you've gone along the journey?
They just take my breath away, these people, because they all kind of, you know, why are we nominated for anything? How is this not our job?
Wow.
But they do such amazing things. There was one woman in Newcastle, Zanele. You've got his surname.
Yes, Miss Zanele Bees, yes.
Yeah, I always forget Zanele's surname. And there was this freak accident where a worker was standing on a bulk water pipe, and they shut off the water in order to work on the pipe, and a weak spot just where he was standing broke, and he was sucked into this pipe 100 meters deep by the vacuum created. And Zanele, the pipe is only 61 centimeters wide.
Oh my goodness.
And she was the only one small enough to go in there. So she crawled into a pipe for 100 meters, and her torch gave out halfway. I mean, it was just, I get ice cold just thinking about it.
And you say when you speak to these people and you ask them about what prompted them to do that, act in such a heroic nature, they say that is just their job.
No, they all say, if there's a life to be saved, how can I not?
My goodness. Wow.
You know, they are amazing.
I understand there was another incident that happened in Gillets. In Pinetown, where that you also covered. Tell me about
you know, if you look at that area, it is beautiful, but it looks, I mean, it looks like Sound of Music. The hills are alive. It looks like that.
Yes.
But then between those hills, there are sheer drops so it's a very gentle slope, and then suddenly it drops for 30 or 40 meters. And there was a fire. The firemen were working, and one of them tripped in the dark, and the smoke and whatever, slid and fell 40 meters deep.
My goodness.
So there's an outfit called Rescue Tech, which specializes in this kind of thing. And they came in, abseiled down, stabilized. He'd broken his femur, this long bone. Oh. And they got him stabilized, and then the helicopter crew came in, hovered in exactly the right spot. You know, the skill is completely astonishing.
Wow.
And the other one I remember is Howick.
Yes, from Howick.
Lovely Ronnie Ndlovu, who looks like a teddy bear man. And there was a woman got caught.
There he is,
actually. There he is. There he is. Yeah.
Yes. And so what happened in this story?
A woman got into the water at in some way, and those falls are 100 meters high. Well, 95.
Yes.
But her clothes got snagged on something, so she was stuck at the top of a 95-meter drop. And Ronnie phoned the specialist rescue people in Durban, but they were, I can't remember what they said, but they were, it would have been half an hour or more.
Yes.
And she could fall at any moment. So he just tied a rope around himself, got his colleagues to help and support, and he went into that water to get her out.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
wow.
They are amazing.
Wow. Stories of ordinary South Africans who are doing...
People should really watch, and they can vote for the one that they want to win.
Yes.
To become the Guardian of the Year. So they must please support them. It's fantastic.
Yeah. As I was saying, yes, ordinary South Africans doing absolutely extraordinary work. Watch The Guardians every Sunday at 4:30 on SABC3, and also the repeats on Wednesdays at 3:15. We'll be right back with more fun with Ruda Landman.